Alright, let's see here. There we go. Alright. Whoop, gotta turn this off. There we go. Shoot, my daughter was playing with my iPad here now and everything's messed up. Hold on a second, sorry. See if I can get, nope, alright, that's not switching for me. So, let's do this. I have an iPad so I can see what's going on with the conversations here. Alright, so I'm working on a skateboard deck. This is a longboard. What I'm doing is, I just put flake down the other day. Now I'm adding the graphics and then I'm going to do some skull work. But I didn't put enough clear down on my flake, so it's wanting to come up, so that's why I'm trying to get it down here real quick. This flake being plastic or whatever it's made out of, it doesn't want to stick too well. So I'm just quickly going over all the areas that have corners and edges and whatever, and getting it to stay down with the big tape before I move forward with the airbrushing. But it feels good to be back on a Sunday night. This is my normal live time, is usually Sunday nights, and I haven't been on lately. I've been so busy, but I'm back. I'm gonna try to do this more consistently again, especially now that school's starting and my kids are back in school here soon, so we got all of the schedules are kind of back on track. You know, summer schedules are always all over the place with different things, but yeah, so this is a Paint Huffer combo flake. I'm working with them right now. The secret's out. I'm working with them to come up with my own combo flakes so we can develop recipes for different color combinations. So we can kind of start eliminating some base coats maybe a little bit here, because base coats are getting so expensive now that if we can use flakes as base coats, then that'll save us a lot of money. So here, this blue-silver combination is literally over a gray primer. So gray primer and flake, you get this. Good coverage. Looks real nice. I'm trying to get away from spraying silvers as base coats before doing flakes and whatever. Oops. Kind of cut that wrong, but it's okay. Because if we could use flakes as base coats, even micro flakes and all that other stuff, we could save ourselves a lot of money in spraying base coats. So the theory is, not less, the theory is take a colored flake, spray that down, and then spray your candy color or your effect color or whatever on top of that, and now you have a flake that no one uses normally, which is cheap. They're, you know, $10 for a little jar of it. A color that, or a candy that you're going to put on top anyways. So might as well just spray your flake color and your candy color and clear it and be done. So that's the theory. I already did one on another skateboard that came out so nice that I'm like all in 100% on this flake idea now, because I've never seen colors like this before. If you haven't seen it yet, oh hi Adam, I'm gonna go make a mess with Adam. I'm going to put some skulls on this atom and then candy it over the blue. But I don't know what color I want to do yet. Don't know what I want to do. So I just put a green down on a skateboard the other day, and I thought by putting like a red over it, it would kind of turn it more like a root beer color, and it didn't. It just kind of stayed red. So maybe I had too much gold in it, not enough green. It's always lime green. You're right. I don't know what I was thinking. Silly me. Trying to deviate from lime green. Lime green would look good on here. And fine line tape doesn't like to stick to flakes. Just over here making mistakes, Adam. Adam, you've kind of been a little late on the messages earlier today. How's the family weekend going? It's a big day. I showed Layla the videos from earlier today, and she was crying laughing. The Addie show. It would be a good one. Let's just get the tape on here and keep rolling. Oh, so they put Caroline in 3D, huh? They didn't remake it, they just did a 3D. And what theater did you go to? I didn't think there was one down by you, but I could be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Let's see. This cut here, this cut here. When you're cutting tape, just be careful, score it. I'd rather cut it twice than cut the paint. I haven't actually gone to the movies in a long time. Really haven't gone anywhere in a long time. Alright. This. No, they redid the whole movie. Every movie they showed. Oh, that's pretty cool. Well, hot dog. Alright, here we got it. 15 people. 15 people do not know that Adam Kabasowitz totally just won a hot dog eating contest yesterday. So, let's all congratulate Adam for being the biggest hot dog this side of Mississippi yesterday. Woo! Really need some music going in here. Should have queued something up before I started the live. That's my fault. That's my fault. Usually a little cleaner with my tape, but that's alright. This is Q1, Adam. I'd like to be a distributor for Q1 if they're listening. Tape's really nice. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I don't even know if we can do that. Alright, so we got all this. Put this piece, and then we can start airbrushing. Yay! Alright, so one thing you gotta know, because I'm gonna candy over all the skulls later on, whoops, that you don't want to use white under candy because it washes it out. So let me move some of these brushes here real quick. See if I can get this to tape's really strong. See if I can't just kind of prop this in there. How's this? Nope. Damn, it's not gonna work. I'll prop it up like this somehow, I guess. We got too many things. Alright. So we'll just do some skulls right like in this area. Yeah, like right there we'll do some. And then I'll just kind of get my overspray on my iPad. But anyways, I came out with a new skull stencil set. This one has jaws. The other one did not have jaws. So I was working on a drag card grill, if you haven't seen it. And I needed more skulls because the guy gave me references and the skulls that he referenced had jaws. So I'm like, oh. So I went on the iPad, I drew up some, and I just kind of made them. So I'm going to use both here, the new ones and the old ones. I don't recommend what I just did there. All right. See, what else do we have? We have here's an OG. We'll put this guy right here. I definitely should have put more clear on this, but because it's kind of gritty. Get some of the references. Because remember, I'm only using black, so I don't have the ability to go back and forth with my colors. So I got to kind of be very disciplined on where I'm blowing my reference shades. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, see how gritty that is? It looks pretty good on the film, but... Are we still calling our podcast Two Men in a Spray Cup? I got my first airbrush today and I'm excited for my journey. Hey, I'm excited too. That's exciting. It's exciting to be excited. What kind of airbrush did you get? Where'd you get it? What is your first plan with it? Give me the details. Let me know if you need any help with anything. Questions, problems, whatever. It will be. It absolutely will be. I have faith. So here I'm just laying out all of my road maps for the skulls. So I know where everything's at. I would like to do SFX makeup. I found you here on TikTok and followed instantly. Well, I appreciate that. It's definitely fun. It's definitely addicting. I will not tell a lie. It's definitely addicting. So here's one of the old stencils. I'm going to try to hold right here. Finger. So I'm mixing the old with the new, because that's how I kind of designed them, to complement each other. As I was designing them, I was thinking to myself, you know, what doesn't the other one have? What could it need? What could we do? How could we change it? And then fulfill a different dynamic, a different look. So I was like, yeah, the old ones don't have any jaws, which I kind of designed it to do that, because, you know, you want the basics, all the teeth, all the jaws, all that stuff kind of gets a little bit, it could get a little overwhelming with the detail. So I didn't want to do that right off the bat. So I did just the top part of skulls first. And then I figured after that we can get into the bottom part. What we're doing here. Let's see. Ogave multifunction dual action airbrush set from Amazon. I'm gonna have to go check that out. That sounds exciting. Very exciting. I'll tell you what, there's big money in airbrush makeup. There really, really, really is. So then I'm assuming you watch all the makeup shows and all that as well on TV. As I used to teach airbrush action, pinstriping, and gear was one of the airbrush and graphics instructors. So I don't know him well, but he's a good dude. He's a real nice guy. He's kind of crazy. Dude was actually kind of wild, man. He was a wild man. Let's see. I kind of want one looking. Where do you do your airbrush at? Cleveland, Ohio, in my garage. I'm in my garage right now. Do I go all the way up? Should I go? I should just go all the way up, huh? Yep. I'll go all the way up. Nope. My girls are home. Let's see, what do I want to do here? I'm trying to think of which ones I want to do next. Do another one right here. Because what's neat too is you could take the same skull, angle it different, and it'll look different. You could put different highlights and lowlights. You could use one skull and get 10 different skulls out of it. Like this one here and that one there is the same one, but after I detail them, you'll never pick it up, like ever. Let's do. Oops. Have these two facing off to each other. And again, with the dark background, I have to make sure that I'm making everything else real dark so I can see what I'm doing when I take all these stencils away. But the cool thing about the freehand stencils is that if you miss a spot or whatever, you could always just lay it back over top and just blow it in a little bit more. So on a lighter surface, it's better to just blow in softer and then come back later and, you know, darken it up as you go, so you don't get too dark too fast. And then you're let's see, do you make your own stencils? I do. These are all made in-house. They're all up on my site. Let's see, like this is this one and this one come in 3 different sizes. These are the Gen 1s, and then the Gen 2s have all of the you know, the teeth and lower jaws. So have you always been into art? Yep. I was a kid in the back of the class with my hood up, drawing all day and not paying attention to anything. Yeah, I wasn't really a school kid. I just wanted to be left alone and just draw stuff. I got into commercial art and things, but they all started to get real digital by the time I got into high school, and we had an airbrush and my teacher wouldn't let me use it, I think because she didn't know how to use it, so she didn't want me to use it. So I didn't start airbrushing or anything till after high school, because I always wanted to. I would go to the theme parks and watch all the guys airbrushing t-shirts and caricatures and everything, and I always thought that was just the coolest. Oops, see right there, I put a little boo-boo in there. So let's see here, how can we get away, or how can we get rid of that? Let's try to take a little bit of, let's see what happens if we take just a smidge of reducer, because I don't know how many coats of clear are on this. Let's do just a little swipey-doo right there. Alright, there is enough clear on here for a little safety net. That's good enough. Huh. Nice. So, people out there in TikTok land, if you clear your piece and then you get overspray on it, you could just, or a whatever, you just take a little bit of reducer and swipe it, and you're safe. Alright, these look stacked up pretty good. I don't know if I should do one a little higher. I could always just add it later. Alright, so let's do this jammer right in the middle. Let's see what this guy's got going on. I'm just going to put my stencils over here off to the side. And go for it. Hey, thank you very much. Alright, let's get into here. And like I said, when I candy this, everything's going to get so dark. So your details will still be there, but not so much as if they were on like a lighter color. So don't be afraid to punch in the darks. I don't know what color I'm going to put over this yet. But the neat thing about stencils is you get your basic roadmap, and then from there, just the journey's all yours. However you take it, or wherever you take it, is up to you. Just adding a drop shadow only to the side, so then it comes here. Let's see, it'll be this way. I'm gonna go this way. Yep. And up here. Sorry, you can't really see this too much, but going to practice every day. I'd like to say that's what it takes. Just keep painting the gun. Just keep going for it. It's definitely worth it. It really is. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say, or if I said that I didn't look forward to coming out here and painting stuff. Now, one thing when you start doing commission work and whatever, if it's not kind of what you're into, I guess there's two different ways you can approach it. If you're not really into it, you could just decline it, which is probably what I should do sometimes. But I take on everything just because I like the challenge of trying something new, or trying to create a vision that somebody else is looking for. What kind of compressor do I have? I have a Husky silent air compressor I got from Harbor Freight, and it's outside in my car, so I don't have to hear it when I'm in here working on stuff. I'm literally, I run an air hose underneath my garage door, and then I just hang out in here and paint. But yeah, so the commission stuff is the stuff that can burn you out, Because again, if you're not really into it, then you're just kind of, you're pushing yourself sometimes, and that could get hard. Okay, so see here, I can't really see my reference too much. So I'm going to get my stencil again, and I'm just going to rip. Is this the one? I don't know if that's the one. I might have two of the same, because this is my, there we go. This is my demo set from the live class, so I have a bunch of the same things cut out. But I found it. Alright, so there's this one there. That there, that there, that there, that there. That there, that there. Okay, now I can see. So inside all these I have the tops of the ridges of every tooth. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I don't know who's sending me hearts, but thank you. So the tops of the ridges for the teeth, so I know where all the teeth are. I try to make it like foolproof. I use an old CPAP breathing machine. That's I've never heard that before. And it has enough air. It's actually pretty incredible. Did you get that used? Or don't tell me that you're supposed to be using that and you're painting instead. Which, I mean, that right there is dedication to the craft. It's like my buddy's mother, God rest her soul, she would take her oxygen mask off to have a cigarette. And put her oxygen mask back on. I'm like, you know, probably not what you should be doing. Yeah, like I said, it's with this being such a dark background, all of these are just going to kind of be ghosted in anyways, so you don't have to get crazy with the detail. And that's a nice thing too about knowing your colors and knowing the effects and how things are going to kind of affect each other or change everything. So when I spray candy over all this is going to be like super deep. So you're going to have to kind of get into the sun to see all this, which is kind of what I want, you know. So I'm going to do this candied one color, then this candied another color, so I'll have a two-tone, and then maybe do the middle bit right here in like silver leaf or something, or copper leaf even or something. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. But when doing this over a darker background, especially if you're a beginner, like this is kind of the way you want to start if your lines aren't where you want them or whatever, because you could hide stuff in a darker background and your work will still look super sharp, because the lighter the background, the more detailed all of your details are. And I don't really have any reference, you know, for the skulls here. I'm just kind of going at it. I've done so many skulls, it's kind of what I do. But I'll tell you what though, I enjoy skulls. You can do them 1,000 different ways. You do happy skulls, cartooning skulls, evil skulls, you know, clown skulls. I mean, there's so many different things you could do with a skull. I'm actually trying to come out with a design book, you know, 101 skull designs, and they're just skulls just all over the place. So see if I ever get that done. but I want to make it a downloadable PDF. So I don't know if that's something you would be interested in. I know the paint community is going a little bit more towards graphics, but there's a place in my heart for skulls. I can't let them die. So the closer you get to the panel with your airbrush, the finer, more detailed your airbrush strokes are. Farther away, Safu, nighttime. Oh, nighttime. Night, Adam. Love you. The more detailed it gets, the finer the line here. So like right here, oops, finer the line right here. It's spitting because I got a thicker mix. And then the farther away you go, so if that helps anybody out there. Trigger control is king. Hold on, got something stuck in there. Alright, there we go. Come on, am I out of paint? There we go. There you are. Alright, adios, have a good one. Hey Frank, if you're still here, I'm trying to think of a color to do, color combination on this blue. So I have a blue skateboard already. I have a red skateboard now. I'm thinking about seeing what happens if I put green over top of this. What that would look like. I think that might look kind of cool. Taking ideas, because I'm probably gonna candy this. Well, I could candy this side anytime, because this side's done. But whenever I'm done with these skulls, I'm gonna candy the other side. I don't know what I want to do on it yet. But I'll tell you what, it is super easy getting into skulls and doing them on a dark background, because it's so hard to see. I mean, it looks like you can see it here in the video, but once I get it under candy, it's only really going to pop in the under the lights. Which is the goal, you know, but alright, these three here. Go back in and do this a little bit more. And then the more detail you put into it, just the more people get to see. Like there was one paint job I saw at a bike night back when I first started painting, and it was all these wizards and everything under candy. It was beautiful. The depth, I mean, everything was incredible. And I come to find out that my airbrush instructor from Airbrush Action, before I kind of joined the crew, Dennis Matthewson, did that paint job for a guy in Ohio. So I found out that my airbrush instructor actually did a paint job from Hawaii to Cleveland, and that just opened up my mind to the possibilities of like how far paint goes, you know. And when you get a certain style, kind of like Darren, I think his name's Darren McKeague, phenomenal painter, like tattoo artist, you know, all that, beautiful work, but he does his own style and a lot of, you know, repetitive things. You know, it'll be like a number 13 with a banner that says, you know, get lucky, or you know, full throttle, don't die. Everything has like a New York City style or Brooklyn style theme background with clouds and lightning bolts and whatever. That's what, you know, people go to him for, that style. You know, or a skull and some handlebars with a big, you know, front wheel and whatever, like kind of like a, no, what's the name of that? What's the name of that movie? No, not Knight Rider. Whatever, but people want that style and they go to him for it. So if you develop a style and you stay consistent to your style, people are going to seek you out for that, because that's what they know you for, and that's what they want, and they're coming to you specifically for your style, your ideas, and all that. So it's awesome. So stay true to what you want to paint, and you will get your clientele from your enthusiasm and love for your designs. That's the one thing that I lose is I don't really have any one style. Tom, do you take gifts? I don't know what that means. So I don't know. Oh, you sent me a galaxy. Whoa! Hold on. That's you can actually see it right here in the thing. That's crazy. And I got a new gifter badge. Whoa! Hold on. That's really cool. I've never seen that before. Ever. Jeez, thank you. I got a galaxy gift. You can just call me Captain Space Cadet or something now. But I've never really had any one style, because I always just kind of tried to paint what people wanted me to paint. So if somebody wanted skulls, I gave them skulls. Eagles, American flags, you know, clowns. I did dinosaurs. This one guy used to play for the Cleveland Browns. What was his name? The galaxy is a big one gift-wise. No shit. I mean, that thing like exploded on my thing. Oh, and now I'm getting W's? Like wizard coins? I'm all about that. Harry Potter's on in the living room right now, I can guarantee. I'm a big Harry Potter nerd, by the way. Something about the T-Rex. It wasn't T-Rex. It was, God, what was his name? But yeah, Browns player. I literally laid in the trunk of his car and airbrushed a big T-Rex mural in the trunk of his car. So like I just kind of do whatever people want, but like there's no like one style that I do, which is good and bad, because then like if you're looking for your signature style, it's not there. So yeah, stay true to your style, stay true to yourself, stay true to your interests, you know, and then your clients will come. Yeah, that was really cool, man. I've never seen that before. Alright, let's do this one up here. I'm like geeking out about that. That's really awesome. Got something galaxy. I'm gonna have to tell my dad that. He worked at NASA. This under here. And see how fast these are going? Like, I'm almost done with all these skulls. Because it's so dark, I don't have to really get anything like super detailed. So again, if you're just practicing trigger control, working on your skills, paint like a lapis blue pearl or something, and work on your trigger control, and then you can let's see, your all style. Yeah, while I'm hanging 10 and ripping the currents. How long have you been airbrushing? Some of your stuff looks really familiar. I've been painting for 20 years now. I started airbrushing when my first son was born, or about to be born, or something like that. And I've been airbrushing ever since. So I've done stuff like, I've done work for other shops, like commission stuff, although if they need something, they'll call me in to do it. I've traveled around the country doing all sorts of different things. So I can't really tell you specifically what and where, but if I see a picture of something, I'll tell you if I did it or not. Because, like I said, a lot of stuff, I did a lot of NASCAR stuff with a buddy of mine, but that was all under him. So I can't claim credit for it, even though I did the work, because it's under him. But I've done work for Earnhardt Jr. I've done work for Truex, Army. Everybody. So, what else? Miller welding helmets. All those designs and Miller welding helmets. So yeah, I can't even really tell you where or what I've done anymore. Let's sharpen this guy up here. What do we got? If I want to do candy over skulls, do you have any tips? Yes. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Back in 2005-ish, I worked at NYC Choppers. It was Easy Rider V Twin Drag Specialties magazine. Oh, okay. Well, I have been in those magazines. Let's see. Cleveland Motorcycle Manufacturing. I did a lot of their paint work. So Huey was a hamster, and we go to Donnie Smith and all that. We do shows up there for them. RMS Cycles. Yeah, gosh, I'm trying to think back. Yeah, because that's kind of when I started. My son was. He went with my son more. But so any tips for doing skulls under candy? If you want your skulls to stick out, do a brighter color background, so like a silver, and then when you do the black, is when all of your details kind of pop out. And then with with the candy color, if you do airbrushing over gold rather than red. Rather than silver, if you do a red or any other candy, you don't have to kind of put as much down, because the red will be kind of pink until it turns red. So the gold is a little easier to candy, and it won't have that weird hue if you don't put on enough. Monster Garage 2. No, I've never done anything on Monster Garage. But Mike LaValle, all them guys, I did know. He passed away. Oh yeah, we know all the same people. Awesome. That's right around the biker build-offs. Yep. Actually, the biker build-off, we did the bike for Leroy Thompson Choppers. So, yeah, we know all the same people. Small world, isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah, it's absolutely phenomenal how small the world is, especially the bike world. You know, Evil Iron Customs, you know, Dono and all them. You know, like I said, all the hamsters and whatever, and Jesse. Let's see here. Yeah, but I miss the old biker build-off days. You know, Martin Brothers and Zero Engineering and, you know, all those guys, Chino. It was a really cool, that was a really cool show. Seeing the creativity and the builds and all that, and then having to ride them. You know, ride your build. That was neat. That was good. That was a good time to be alive. Do you still talk to any of those people, or see anybody, or, you know, I don't know if you still work in the motorcycle industry? What did I do? Oh, there we go. I didn't blow my references in far enough or hard enough here, so it took me a second to see where the hell I was going. But again, like I said, it doesn't matter too much because oh yeah, Rook was awesome. His designs on his motorcycles were crazy. I tried to stop by the Indian Larry block party when I can, catch up. I was just talking about McKeegan, his artwork, and how awesome he is. And then they're local. Moved. I had to quit. I've been a pro wrestler for the past 14 years. No shit. That's awesome. So, you know, The Miz, I went to high school with him. Mike Mazanin, he comes back to Cleveland sometimes and goes to different shows. I met Indian Larry before he passed. Indian Larry was a great guy. He would literally stop on the side of the road and try to help you fix your bike. Didn't matter where he was going, what he needed to do. If he saw a biker on the side of the road, he'd stop and help you figure out your problem. Yeah, he was one of a kind. Real genuine guy. Yeah, I see all those guys at the, used to, over at the V-Twin shows in Cincinnati and all that. What are we thinking? How's this looking? I've never met The Miz yet, but I did work as an extra at WrestleMania this year. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long time. But it's a small world, man. Like trying to think of who else. And there's a lot of people that came from the Cleveland area, which is crazy. Yeah, even like, you know, what's really weird is Jake and Logan Paul, they wrestled for a high school right up the street from me. And, you know, my dad was a high school wrestling coach. He used to watch them wrestle. So it's like, it's really weird. Being in front of 70,000 fans, I bet it is. I'm in a wheelchair, and he had one of the guys move the table so I could get a picture of him. Oh, that's cool. That's real nice. I'll blow some of this in here. Yeah, but actually Jake Paul is a real good just freestyle wrestler, like, you know, regular freestyle wrestling. He was really good. He's 2-time state champ. I know he was a state champ. I don't know if it was once or twice, but yeah, he was actually a really good wrestler. Tough kid. Oh, I mean, I think that's kind of ready for candy, huh? Like I said, it doesn't have to be super detailed. You're not really going to be able to pick up a lot of the details. Almost kind of like a race car. You know, it's you're going to be so far away, and it's going to be going so fast that you can't even really see what's happening anyways. So you almost don't have to waste too much time in the details, you know. So, whoops, I thought I was out. Shit, I got black. Look at this, I got black all over my hand because I thought I was out and I wasn't. It was just a clog in my nozzle. Darn it. Oh well. It's not like it's the first time I have paint on my hand. What is the artwork on? This is actually on a longboard, a skateboard from Skateboard Connection. They supply me with all my boards and stuff, and they have real nice quality skateboards, especially for, you know, from just wasting them with paint, you know. But yeah, they have any kind of board you're looking for, they have, and real nice people over there too. A little that there, a little that there, on there. That's that. What do you think? So yeah, old stencil, new stencil, old stencil, old stencil, new stencil, old stencil, new stencil, new stencil. They blend real well together. Real complementary to each other. I'm happy with it. I think that's I mean, obviously I could, you know, go back and do this for hours, but and if it was on a lighter background, I would definitely take a little bit more time and detail them. But it's not necessary, I don't think. I think we're pretty good. I'm not going to do any more up here. I'm just going to kind of leave that as is. Blend a little bit of black in here on the edges just to give it a little fade. And I think that's it. I think we did a good job for the day. I appreciate the Galaxy again. I've never gotten that before. That was freaking awesome. And all the likes and everything. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me and talking and reminiscing and whatever. So I'm going to cut this live here. And then check back on my videos because I'm going to be doing different color candies on this. And I'll show off what this looked like when it's finished. So have a great night, and I will catch you guys next time. Oh, hold on, I gotta do this. I didn't know I had to verify my thing. And okay, now I can leave. Goodbye.